the recording now, and then after a few seconds, okay, we start now. Good afternoon, Al.
Hola a todos.
We welcome you to this interview, and first of all, I would like to thank you for giving us this opportunity to help all this Spanish community, especially, and it is in regards to GoThru and how GoThru can help us trusted photographers to do a better job, especially now that we know that Google is retiring the editor. So we're happy to have you here.
Yeah, thank you, Julio. Yeah, so I've noticed through all my communication with all the GoThru users, the Spanish community is quite big, and your help is very appreciated. Yeah, so yeah.
Yes, exactly. I've seen within the groups that I'm part of, many people are asking what are we gonna do now after the 31st of March, because we know that Google is ending the editor. So many people are asking these questions, and so that's what the purpose of this interview. So what we're gonna ask you for you, if you can give us sort of a introduction about yourself and also about GoThru, how this started and what we are now and how can we go from here so that we can have a better job within our community.
Okay. Yeah. So I myself, I'm a trusted photographer. I've been in the project from the beginning, 2012, and I have not been affiliated or nor I am an agency.
Right.
So just simple photographers, but that happens to be a programmer also. So
what a luck. Very lucky.
yeah. So regarding GoThru born out of the necessity of saving the constellation and the frustration that the Google moderator had. Like it took way too much time to remoderate and redemoderate tours that need to be updated, and from that frustration go to burnout and
I think we have been.
Our main focus was on the GoThru plugin, which was saving the constellations from Google Moderator into GoThru, and then you could use those constellations to save them back into to apply them back onto Google Editor. Now, as the Google Moderator was the core function of GoThru, and we knew about the changes that Google had regarding the Google Moderator probably for a year ago from other agencies that we were working on with. And of course, it was a big concern for us what we're going to do after Google will retire the moderator.
Yes, of course.
So back then, we didn't know about the API, we didn't know about anything. So we just decided to start working and implement and create a moderator that is for professional people, and you can work with it. So we just started working a year ago, and right now we have, I think, a product that is mature and can address the necessities of the photographers that are used to moderate with the Google Desktop Moderator, which was a very good tool when it was working.
Of course, we know that lately that is basically is being bad in the world. But yeah, that's why you can about basically. That's and we're happy to have you. And obviously,
Yeah.
you help us a lot of other photographers, not just in the English community. We know that other uh, languages have been approaching you as well, and I think that's good to have such a good, uh, amazing tool like GoThru has been for us. Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, so GoThru will be translated into Spanish. Even right now, the main GoThru website is translated in 12 languages or more, 16, I think. I don't know
Wow,
exactly the
that's
number.
good. That's excellent.
So that's the main website, but we plan to translate um, the the application in all those languages, and
Mm,
because for us what matter is the end user and the comfort of the the end user when working with GoThru. And if we can be there in your language, that's what we will do.
sure.
So
Let me interject now that you mentioned about the languages. Uh, Hearing what you're saying about that, it sounds like Go Through have good plans or greater plans than just presenting an editor or a moderator. Because if you're going to translate to so many languages, it means that you're looking for a brighter future, are you? Or
yeah, no, definitely GoThru is not gonna stop where we are right now. We are looking into developing auto moderation, similar with what we are looking into adding automatic stitching, as Google had. Um, but those things will, like automatic stitching, probably gonna be towards fall, and mostly will be an extra service.
sure,
Um, but the auto stitching, we plan to start working on it in April. We already did the research. We know what we have to do,
right,
and hopefully by May, when we're gonna be in Tokyo for Google for Street View Summit, we
wow,
will have the auto moderation also.
that sounds really
So
good.
yeah, and we have some other big plans which we cannot discuss right now, but
Sure,
GoThru is here for to stay, and you're gonna hear more from GoThru.
that sounds really good, and it's good to hear that because just let me tell you some of the worries that at least within the Spanish community I've been listening to is that many people are working within 360 imaginary and on other areas, and they're using other tools out there, but they're so afraid of using Google to the whole potential because they they think that Google is changing every time. They think that if today Google is doing something, tomorrow or within 3 6 months it will be changed, and they don't know what to offer to the customers. So, hearing what you're saying, I guessing that you have sort of a looking in the future and thinking that
No, what, and this is like my view of the program.
right,
Up till now, what we are used with the Street View desktop editor and the way we publish, I'm sick from behalf of Google on allowing us to publish tours
yeah,
to Google Maps.
right,
So Google did that something. They had the Google Maps. It was such an amazing tool. Everyone loved it, and say, okay, why don't we like just add this extra layer of businesses? But they didn't thought it too much, and they build it in the Google Maps. So everything, it becomes like something like a hack over the hack over the hack, and
right.
it's a mess. From my point of view as a programmer, and I understand how things are working, I think that that's what made the program up till now um, not that smooth.
Hmm.
But with the new Street View, I see that this project actually creates a product, creates the proper way to actually implement the tour, implement it in Google.
Right.
So that's what I'm seeing Street View. And yes, there are bumps while we are transitioning from the old system to the new system.
Right.
And there will be bumps on Google side, on the GoThru side, on functions missing, stuff like that. Things that you were using GoThru, like things have moved and stuff. And on Google, we will have probably some issues in the beginning, but that is normal. Everything is in the beginning. It's gonna be a bit, bumpy.
Sure.
But in the end, I'm seeing this as a strong product, both on Google side where you can rely and you know what you are selling to your clients, and both on GoThru side that has the server capacity to take all the photographers pretty much in the project. Um, so I think this is a good move that Google did, and we will look back next year and at this date and say that was actually something good.
Great, great. So it's good to hear that because, as I said, I hope that no sound as repeating, but that's a worrying out there that many people are hesitating to go into such tools and having to publish to Google because they don't know how to market this product, this Google product to the clients.
Yes, no, I understand. You're probably your concern, as many other concern, is regarding the scene side.
That's exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so the scene side, I don't have too much information on that, but from what I know is there will be something.
Right.
Now there are rumors out there that maybe the scene side will be replaced with step inside, maybe with an icon that rotates.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like some people actually they say this will disappear. We don't know. Now what you have to understand is in Google there are teams that work on different parts
Sure.
of Google. Now the team that's building the API it's one team, and the team that's taking care of the scene side that's another team.
Mm-hmm.
Now what I think from my point of view is that the team that's working with search is waiting for the 31st to clean up the tours, and then I don't know from that day on when hopefully we will start seeing something replacing that scene side. That's my hope.
Yeah.
It's not coming from Google, so don't take my words on granted, but I hope, because I know that scene side is very important. I'm shooting also. We've shot over 450 tours in the last 5 years, and that was we were selling. We were selling the scene side.
That's that exactly, yeah, that's correct, yeah.
So yes, I understand, but what I'm saying is have faith and let's wait a bit and see what's happening.
Correct, correct. Well, yeah, thank you for that. What about if will you be able to show us right now a demo of how the new moderator we GoThru will work?
Yeah, sure.
Thank
So
you.
one thing is on the today we are on the 14th of March.
That's correct.
On tomorrow, on 15th of March, GoThru will open the Google Moderator to everyone.
Excellent. Good news.
So you don't need to pay to be able to test the GoThru Moderator. The only issue is that, and I really wanted that, is for everyone to be able to publish to Google.
Yep.
But the Google API is not ready yet. So that publishing will not be available on the 15th of March. What we hope is the start of the next week to open that too. So everyone in the system, and everyone that has an account on GoThru will be able to moderate and publish, hopefully next week.
Next week, by sure.
Hopefully, I don't know. I cannot say
Yeah.
what Google is doing. I'm not Google. Google has to make sure that the API works properly, before we start pushing through it.
But in other words, sorry. Then in other words, whoever is on GoThru right now is able to moderate, but not to publish.
Right now you can publish, but only the pro accounts, because I'm not getting too many publishings from that.
Only the pro accounts, all right.
So just right now, only the pro accounts. And the reason, as I said, I'm not getting too many publishings, and I want to keep it like that. I don't want Google said to me specifically, do not launch. So I cannot just go over Google and say, you know.
Okay. Excellent.
So okay, I will go ahead and share my screen now.
Yes, please do. Thank you.
Okay. So are you seeing my screen?
I can see it now. Yes.
Okay, let me. So if you've never been working with GoThru, to create an account, it's really easy. You just go to gothru.co and you click on sign with Google, and that will automatically create an account on GoThru, and you'll end up on your dashboard.
Let me ask you at this point. So many people are asking me, is only through Google Gmail account that are they going to be able to log in, or
yes,
is the only way right now?
I'm not planning to add passwords.
Right.
And one of the reason is because everyone gets hacked these days.
Sure.
And most of the people are hacked using passwords, and I do not want to expose the people that are using GoThru to one extra threat, because some people are just using weak passwords. Everyone in our community is working with Google. We have a Gmail account.
Yeah.
If you don't have, just go ahead and create one. And if you want to publish to Google, you have to have a Google account.
Exactly. That's one of the main reasons, basically. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So, now after you logged in, one of the first things that you would want to do is go to my profile and make sure you click on the Google Publish button and Google Drive button. Now, Google Drive is not that essential, but Google Publish is the button that will connect your Google Street View Publish account with GoThru. So correct. That's how GoThru knows where to publish your tours.
Excellent.
By clicking this button. So right now, you click on Constellation. Yes, I have a lot of tours in here. These are previous tours published with the Google editor, and the new tours that I'm working with. Now, when you first time log in, you won't see any tours in here. What you will see is create new tours and add from CAD.
Yeah, the two buttons, yeah.
Now, add from CAD is a nice feature tool. You can put, if you are a photographer that worked with the old system, Google Desktop Moderator, you can just type in the CAD number in here and click import, and the tour will be imported, the constellation will be imported into GoThru, something like this, so you'll be able to see the constellation.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's basically to have another option for those that know how to work with the CID number, yeah?
Yes.
Correct.
Now, the first time when you use GoThru, the CAD number will not work, and the reason it is GoThru needs to have on file your attribution. Now, this attribution is not the attribution that is going to be used by GoThru to publish to Google. I got like a lot of questions regarding that. This is not what it is. This is the attribution from the tools that you use to publish.
Right.
Google Desktop Moderator. The attribution that your tours published with GoThru or Street View app is going to get is going to be the name of your account. In my case, my name of my account is Alin Bujag, so that's what I'm seeing on my tours published with Street View app. How you can change that attribution, I have no idea. You should ask Google if there is a way. Initially, I thought that this one would be the place. I could just go to my account, google.com name, and you change it. But we have people changing this and publishing, but it didn't.
It didn't change.
Took it. It didn't change. So I'm not sure exactly. I hope this should be the way, because probably you have to wait more. I don't know.
Right.
To propagate. But that's the only thing. Like, if you regarding attribution, ask Google, and they will tell you if it's possible to change your attribution.
Well, now that you mention it, ask Google. Are you referring to the online form that where we ask for any issues, or which way we can?
Yes, yeah, you can go on the forum. You can go on the forum and ask there. No?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because that's another question that they have. Will the forum disappear after the 31st of March, or will it be still there? We don't know yet. So
the forums will still be there.
Okay, excellent. It's good to know. Thank you. Right. So.
Okay. So let's go ahead and create a tour. So that's really easy. Just click create a new tour. And we're gonna add in here a business. So right now we go through, you can publish to a business or an address. So you can do both.
Excellent.
So we will just put just pick a restaurant. This is not a real tour. I'm just picking something for demo.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Now, right now, there is only upload panoramas to go through.
Okay.
But there will be another button which will import panoramas from Google Drive.
That's a good feature.
Work on that. We will work on that in sometime this week or next week.
Yep.
So by the 1st, you will have that feature. You can upload your panoramas to Google Drive and then import them.
Right.
Up till then, let's start the import. So it's really easy. Just drop in the panoramas and they will start uploading to go through.
Excellent.
In the meantime, we can so while the panoramas are uploading, you have no panoramas icon there, and we can go ahead and talk about the new features that we actually launch on GoThru today, and that is if you click and open the moderator,
right, that's how it looks.
Notice that, we will notice that we have
the constellations
in level, and we can hide them all, and can show one, and we can work on these particular levels.
All right, that looks good. So, are you saying that from the beginning, are we gonna have levels as it used to be on the previous editor?
You're gonna have levels in GoThru, but
right,
you won't have like publishing to Google. The Google API from start levels. Yes, Google promised that they will add later on levels. I'm not sure if hotel mode promises that.
Yep.
So we don't know when. But on GoThru side, what I wanted to deliver is a clean way of us working.
Sure.
We've implemented levels ahead of Google. actually releasing them, because level, moderator levels,
yeah,
and yes, maybe you can do a fake connection between these levels. I don't know. Yeah. So you have like a big constellation, or you can use the stairs or the elevator, but you will have a clean way to work in GoThru, and not throw everything into one place.
sure.
Then, when the user will be able to go through these fake links, but other levels. Now, yes, I know that is not correct, but that's what we can do for now. Now, to address this issue, what GoThru will do is support a basic overlay system. Theoretically, we'll have a menu. If I'm going to go through, so it will have a basic menu and the basic elevator like levels on the Google Street View tours, and using that and the levels, but as an overlay that's hosted by GoThru,
right,
work. That's the closest workaround that GoThru can do.
Meanwhile, we wait
for
for
the photographers up while we are waiting for Google to implement the levels.
Right.
Yes, there are some discussion out there that you can have multiple islands on the tour and stuff like that. Yes, you can have multiple islands on a tour, but the only way to do it right now, if you have and you push one island from each account, that's the only way that you can do. So if you have that has 4 levels, you have to have 4 accounts. You put each account and then you publish to that listing from each account, and then yes, you will have 4 islands on the bottom in the Google Photos. So that's the only way you can have levels right now.
I see. So, but then, as you mentioned, GoThru is working now on this so that to help us easier our jobs. Is that right? Yeah.
Yes, this is this tool. The elevation is to make you life easy.
Yeah.
Now, what happens is when Google finishes with the levels, your work is already saved in GoThru on levels. All you have to do is just click. All you have to do is just apply. Like when you publish the tour, so you just go to publish tour, and then you just click apply. Like in this moment, yeah, the publishing is not available right now.
Yeah.
But all you have to do is just click publish, and that's it.
Excellent.
So and that will update the levels on Google. So you do the work once, and that's more important for me, not for any photographer to do work twice.
Yeah, that's a very good feature, I think, and I believe all the trusted photographers out there will think the same, that there's nothing better than having these kind of tools that go ahead of Google will implement later on. And anyway,
so right now,
yeah, carry on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying that yes, having this in advance of Google implementing anything or not, it will still help us a lot in how to moderate, because having just different levels in one thing is so much of a mess in itself. So having to separate all the panels in different levels, even it is just in this way, it will save us a lot of time, I believe.
Yeah. So our panoramas uploaded by default. GoThru is just randomly puts them on the map.
Yep.
As I said, in April we will work on an auto moderation, and when that auto moderation will be done, you'll have an extra button that will say okay, ask GoThru to moderate this for me, because maybe sometimes you don't want auto moderation. You have a small tour. I don't know exactly, the queue will be on the auto moderation and stuff like that. So you might just want to moderate it straight away. So I will just go ahead and start the moderation.
Correct.
And the idea with GoThru is we want to move the panoramas from the right side and put them on the left side. And the way we do that, we start GoThru these panoramas in order, in the file name order. So this will be the first panorama, and you will center the panorama to where your next panorama is.
Right.
So in this case, I know I've shot the next panorama here. So I'm just centering the panorama here, adding this on top. And this way I can control the distance between this panorama with the zoom on the mouse. And I think this would be the correct angle. I'm clicking on it and I'm there. Now I can take a look back and see, is this the correct angle? No, it's a bit here. So I will just move from there, align the red line, and then change the angle to here.
From the left hand side into where the constellation is.
The F key, which is the flip key, is working in GoThru. So you just click flip,
right?
And then you can.
So the shortcut is F.
Yeah, and also the arrows on the keyboard up and down are working. So right now I'm just clicking up and down, and you can. Panoramas are properly moderated.
Yeah. So what I'm noticing is that, what I'm noticing is that you are keeping some of the features of, and it is quite familiar with what we used to work in Google editor. Yeah. That's
so
good.
The next one would be, okay, let's pick the next panorama, and in this case it's easy. If you have multiple panoramas in here, you can preview them here before you can add this thumbnail might be small. Or let's say we add by mistake this panel, and this is not the correct panel, you just take it out from here.
Okay, see.
So let's click this, and all we have to do pretty much is match the features. And another thing that we have in GoThru, you can press any number from 1 to 0, and that will change the transparency of this main overlay panorama.
Yeah.
So we have to match now these
with the one behind. Yeah.
So something like this, we match it, and then we said, okay, do the connection.
All right.
And let's go back. Yeah, it looks like a good
transition. Yeah.
A good connection.
Good connection.
Now let's go to the next one. I know I've shot somewhere here. And is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. And let's match the features. Now we can do it a bit like this. Okay, now we've matched the features. Let's check the back. Yeah, it's good. Front. To me, I think GoThru Moderator is actually a bit of evolution of the Google Moderator.
It seems easier to just go from one to the other. I'm noticing now.
Something like this.
Can I have a question now? You mentioned that the panoramas that we have to the right hand side, the ones that we are uploaded, they will come in the order that you put it into the files. But what about if for any reason you put it in an order that is not the one that you want? Is there a possibility to just change the order in there, or?
No, for the moment the order that they are in here is the order that it's the name file. So if you name your panorama 1, 2, 3, 4, that will be the order in here. If you, so if you just let the panoramas with the names from your camera, the camera puts them in the proper order, So you will have them in the order that you've shot them.
Excellent. So basically, we have to be careful at this moment. We have to be careful while we upload it. There is no way just to delete one of those panoramas out of the upload, is it?
Yes, no, there is. You just have to click on edit.
Yeah.
And you have a delete button in here. And
okay. All right.
We will add the delete button on here also, but not right now. It's we are still working on.
Not sure.
Some other features that will come on the 1st of April. So so we'll have new features soon.
Sure.
So this constellation seems to be quite easy. We're going pretty fast through it.
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing. That it's basically is in a big pace that you can go, because it's basically from right to the middle and then to the left. What you have is the constellation. Is very simple compared with what we used to have. A little bit more complicated in the previous editor.
Yeah, no, the previous editor was good because it was auto moderating, but we are very confident that we will be able to offer auto moderation. And imagine GoThru is already moderating for you. Have to touch up a few things. This is mostly for if you start from zero, moderation from zero.
Of course.
I'm very picky right now. I'm a very picky moderator.
Moderator.
If it's not down to the millimeter, I'm not satisfied with the moderation.
Yeah, I think anyone would hardly notice it, but yes, it's always to have the taste of perfection, I guess.
It's quite good. It's okay. So now this.
I quite like the ability to zoom in on out, so in order to match up from one panel to the other. I think is a good way to moderate, I think.
Okay, so let's see like this. And now we have the last one. Okay, so this is working with left and right, but you can switch into the normal moderator that we all know. So this is more closely to Google Moderator, and in this style, you can do whatever we were doing in the Google Moderator. So, for example, right now I just want to rotate this listing. Oops, we have a bug there.
Okay.
I'm gonna save and reload.
Sure. So we have to be careful always saving every time, isn't it?
Not necessary. I've saved because I wanted to get rid of that ghosting, but we GoThru supports auto saving, so every 30 minutes GoThru will save the constellation automatically for you.
Okay. You can also set it to 10 minutes as well if you want.
Yeah, it's up to you to set it to whatever you want, but by default 30 minutes it's
excellent.
So yeah, at this point we have it, and if we can moderate in here. We can do exactly what we were doing. Right now we are missing the locking. We just took them out. We had some bugs regarding those, but we will add them back by the 31st.
Excellent.
So now, once we have this, we can theoretically go ahead and publish it to Google, but we also have support and GoThru Preview.
Oh, that sounds good.
So this is also a new feature that we just launched today, and pretty much this is a preview. Yeah, don't expect the quality of the preview to be as the quality of your panoramas that you uploaded, and also the speed, it's slower. But you can get an idea of, okay, have I did a good job? Is it working? Yeah, stuff like that.
Sure. At this stage, it's just basically to give us a feedback on how our tour is going to look when one is launched,
Yes.
one is published.
So when it's done, right now, we just go back and theoretically I could click on publish to Google and publish to Google, but I won't do that because this tour is not, it's just a test tour, so I'm not going to publish to this restaurant.
Of course. Wow, good. Excellent. So what we see so far basically is that we are ready to publish in a sense for those that are having a pro account, and it can go and play and look all the features that you have.
So as I said, tomorrow everyone on the 15th, everyone who can go ahead and start playing with the GoThru Moderator.
You're saying anyone, not just the pro accounts?
No, not just the pro accounts. Tomorrow everyone, we will open the moderator to everyone.
Good. And then just to publish is for the pro accounts, is that right?
But hopefully, yes, hopefully by the 20th, everyone will be able to publish.
All right.
So hopefully. I don't know. I want it on 15. I don't know if it's possible this week. To me, I think if we get it on 20, we still get 2 weeks. So you can publish as much as you want. Even after the first, you will be able to publish 2 tours to Google. At no cost from GoThru. And then you will be able to upload and moderate and go through as much as you want. The only thing is, if you want to publish those tours, if you consume those 2 tours, it will be you'll have to subscribe for the pro account.
Of course. So it is very important then that we're gonna have the chance, anyone from tomorrow, to test how the moderator works, and then obviously if you're happy, after next week about the 21st,
you will be able to publish your tours. You will be able to also go through supports, and the Google API supports a function to import all your Google Street View publishings. So right now that part is not implemented. The last time I checked, Google had an issue with it, but probably there will be a sync button somewhere or something like you import all my tours from Google. So you will be able to import and modify the tours and then publish them back.
All right, so that's
now. Now, if the tour was not published through GoThru, it will be counted as a new publishing. But if the tour was published through GoThru, then there will be no extra counted as an extra tour on your account. So
I understand. So basically, this feature will be very useful for those repeat jobs that we sometimes have from our clients. So they may want to have one panel to be changed.
Sometimes Google tours are disappearing from Google. Sometimes links are disappearing from Google. So having a backup on GoThru and just push the tour back to Google with a button, it's something good.
Yeah, something good to have in there. Of course. Right, excellent. That's our good news. So we know now that from tomorrow, anyone that want to experiment and have a go, we go through, free to go and play about it. And then I think, um, just to recap, after the next week on the 21st, probably everyone will be able to publish.
Hopefully, yes. Hopefully.
So, those are good news.
We
Hopefully,
cannot talk about what Google will do, but hopefully, yes.
right. From your side, basically everything will be ready. Just wait for Google for the go for the
Yes.
go through. Okay, excellent. Well, thank you very much for that demo. Hopefully, you will see a lot of people rushing to go through now and start to experiment and play around it.
Yeah, no, definitely we need it. We need to see the server start loading and to make sure that we will be able to support all the traffic and all that. So I have no concern regarding that part, but yeah, definitely it's important to test from all the angles the way the go-through is gonna react. So yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that. Then now you're talking about support. In regards to our Spanish community, sometimes are they concerned that they don't have someone to help them there with some answering some questions. Will you have the Spanish support in the near future or something?
Yeah, no, definitely we are looking into that. Besides the fact that we're gonna have videos and documentation translated in all the major languages, we like if we feel the need of someone that takes care of the Spanish community, we will look into that. Like I'm not see why not investing into that. Yeah.
Excellent. Sounds good. That gives you some hope, especially now that we see these trusted photographers that are coming with questions and say, sometimes we kind of hesitating to go there because we have questions and not always are responding. How can we understand it? So it's good to hear that. It's good to hear that you have plans. Also, one other question that we could have also is in regards to, you see there is a lot of other people also out there trying to implement their own version of the editor or
Yes.
the moderator. How will you define your selling point compared with those guys out there? What would you?
Yeah, up to right now, the only extra moderator that I've seen is from Pano to VR, and what I can say is I just hope they can offer the same level of support that GoThru is offering.
Right.
I think support is very important, and also that moderator costs money. It's probably, if you add it up, it's 1 year or more, like 1 year and probably 2 or 3 months worth of GoThru subscription. So and you pay them all one time.
Sure.
And not only that, but GoThru is offering an integrated solution and easy way to moderate. It's a familiar way to moderate.
Yeah.
And it can cope with levels. We recently actually imported in GoThru a tour that had 904 panoramas, and
Wow.
it loaded. The GoThru loaded the panoramas in 20 seconds.
That's a quite high speed.
That is very good response time from GoThru. I was not expecting that. In Google Editor, if you wanted to load a 200 panorama, good luck with that. It was taking forever just to load it. So yeah, we are a group of professional that because behind GoThru is not only me. There are other programmers also. I'm just the face. We are hard at work for you. And that's the most important.
Right.
you are like, as the photographer, is the most important part.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and I can confirm that from the time that I started with GoThru in the early days, I think you always been an immediate response with any question that we have, and I think many trusted photographers, especially from the English community, will confirm that you're always there for us, and I think you coming from being a photographer as well, you understand what we go through, and then I totally, convinced of that. Support is important for everyone, and you are
and trust,
delivering.
and trust. That's one of the, and another important thing is trust, because Go Through will not try to take your clients and sell them extra products on behalf of you, on behalf of another thing.
Mhm.
Will not try to do anything to your clients. They are your clients.
Right.
So I've heard some other moderators there will be, but theoretically nothing is free on this world, and you have to be aware that you will have to pretty much sell for those companies that offer free stuffs, to sell stuff for them, so you benefit of a free service.
Right.
It's not, and in my case, Go Through, yes, it's $23.95 USD dollars. It might sound a lot, but I think it's a small sum. We all are shooting tours ranging from like $250 and up, $350 per one tour. All you have to do is like, yeah, it's one tour, and then you pay your whole membership for the whole year. And if you're shooting more than 10 tours a month, then $2 per tour, I don't think that's an issue for anyone.
That's correct. Yeah, and I'm happy to hear that. What we have from Go Through is the support that you're promising that you've been delivering up to now, and also the price is accommodating. Thinking that if you are really active photographer, you will just pay off that and much, and also I think now that you mentioned it about the support, I would like also to ask. I think I've seen in some of the, I think it was on the Facebook group that I saw someone mentioning that GoThru will also offer some other features will be adding through the coming months. Apart from that, what you mentioned, is there any other features that could you say is going to come and it will be included within the price, or what else are we going to have?
No, so for now, the only thing is we're gonna offer the basic overlay system, and probably we will extend in something more advanced.
Right, and that is going to be just an extra feature, and then obviously you have to pay for that.
Yeah, it will be an extra feature and no extra payment for it.
Excellent, excellent. Well, and I really appreciate Al having you here with us. I don't have any other question that comes from my mind right now, but I don't know. You would like to add anything else?
Yeah, no, for now I'm okay. If you have other questions, just go ahead.
Right. One last more question I think we have is, how will you have anything to say to our Spanish community so that we feel more confident and come and offer these products, Google 360 photography to our clients? What would you say to them, especially now that you see the see inside window, or it's gonna disappear or no, or we're in a doubt of what's gonna happen? What would you say to them to just to gain some confidence?
I cannot say too much from that point of view. I would have said that we have to be patient and trust that Google is going to deliver a good product. And the reason I believe that is because Sorry, I'm hearing my echo, and it's very hard for me to
Right.
focus. So we are entering in an era where all the 360 cameras are very important. VR is very important. So Google is not just gonna push this product down.
Mm-hmm.
It cannot.
Right.
So I'm very confident that whatever Google is doing is going to push this product up.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that's my confidence.
Right. So if I can say in my own words is that don't be afraid. Keep going. Keep offering Google Street View products to your customers. Just be careful how you offer it because sometimes we don't know what is going to change probably. But more than sure, Google is not going to stop this. It's going to make it even bigger in some other ways. So it's good to keep in that.
We have to wait for them to work on their pace. Yeah, it's a big company. It's not moving as fast as GoThru is moving.
That's a good thing. That's a good, be always positive and obviously thinking big, thinking big. Well, thank you very much. All it's been really a good pleasure having you here, and I hope that our Spanish community and anyone else that will listen and look into this video conference will benefit from this. So thank you very much indeed, and we hope that you have a rest of the good evening, and we see you soon over here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, bye bye.
Bye bye.